This reading is for someone who really struggles with issues with their mom. And this is a very specific message. So the lyrics that my guides want me to share are, I needed something to help me get through. I wanted something, so the doctor said, to take this pill, you'll feel much better. When you wake up numb and your brain's been severed, and your heartbeat won't be based on the weather when you sell yourself to me. Took your peace, your pain, your pleasure, and I left you with one face forever. You won't hurt anymore. Be careful what you wish for. I feel like someone came from a broken home or a situation that was really toxic in their childhood. And from that space, they have always sought the acceptance and love and permission from their mother to be happy, to be successful, to feel okay. And so they always go to their mother when things are difficult. The Four of Wands is the 1111 card, and that is a number of like knowing that you are surrounded by support and love from the divine. But with this coming out in reverse, I feel like I'm channeling someone who really felt like they needed help, and they came to this mother figure and she gave you a pill. She was your doctor that gave you the pill that would make you feel much better. But what it actually ended up doing was making you feel numb, and like the lyrics say, and your brain's been severed and your heartbeat won't be based on the weather when you sell yourself to me. So you may have had to give this mother figure your loyalty, and it's almost like this came at a cost, and you knew that, or you're figuring that out now. Whatever happened here came at a cost. And what she did is she took your peace, your pain, but also your pleasure. And she left you with one face forever. So it's like she isolated you from the support system that you did have, because maybe you did have a support system. And because she wants to be your savior, she isolated you from that. And now, you're left with one face forever, because I guess, whatever happened here could have resulted in a broken home. Like, this is a third party situation as well. There's a couple here and this woman standing here in the middle, that's kind of like giving out pills that sever brains and, take peace and harmony away instead of adding to it. That's the Four of Wands in reverse as well. And so you may have given a lot to this mother figure. You may have invested a lot of time. You may have felt responsible to do that, honestly, because these mother issues that are coming through, it's almost like, you have this responsibility to make her happy. For some reason, you have this feeling of responsibility for her happiness, for her care, just like to entertain her time. And there's a lot of fear and embarrassment and guilt and shame around this relationship that you have with your mother that's coming through. But this reading is a message to whoever's resonating with this. You do not need her permission to be free. You do not need her permission to be happy. You do not need her permission to have boundaries. You don't need her permission for anything, actually, because you're a grown adult, and your guides are trying to help you see this in a different perspective, and to learn and see this in a different way, because I feel like you were programmed to believe that she is like, second to God, and all of your loyalty and time and care needs to be put into that. And it's almost like if you see that and acknowledge that, then you are blessed. But if you don't, you'll be rejected, abandoned, and, treated like shit. And so in this fear, especially, like I said, if you grew up in a toxic home or a broken home, it's like you've already dealt with enough abandonment and rejection, and her coming through and rejecting and abandoning you if you don't please her, if you're like not on your knees begging for her to give a damn, looking up to her like she is this God figure in your life, if you don't show up that way, you'll end up like this girl on the side. She'll turn her face away from you, she'll reject you, and pretend like you don't exist, and will not offer her help to you, which is super toxic. And your guides are saying that you don't need to sacrifice yourself, your happiness, your goals, what you're working toward to make this mother figure happy. If she's not going to give unconditional love to you, and not going to give you true support, not support that leaves you with one face forever, and that face being hers, that's not love, and that's not care. And the world card coming out is saying it's time for you to not abandon yourself to rescue someone else anymore, because she knows that she has you in this position of, she's like in this superior, she's put herself so high above everyone else. She knows that she kind of has this dynamic with you, and it's really not healthy. So your guides are saying it's time to not abandon yourself to please her anymore, to close out this cycle so your life can get better, so you can actually be happy. Because she's been stealing your happiness and your joy, and like really stomping on the goals that you have for your life. And the bottom of the deck energy was interesting too, because there's this healing that's really needed here. This mother figure may have made you feel like you need to be, this is a walking on eggshells energy, like still, quiet, just listen and obey, because only she knows the way kind of energy. And it's like you wanted to make her happy. You wanted to please this mother figure. You wanted to make sure that you never stepped out of line, so you worked really hard. And you only expressed yourself in a way that would be pleasing to her. And you only, and it's like you only extended this beautiful love that you have to her. And it was in an effort to have the happy family that you've always wanted, that you never got. It's almost like you were trying to fix the toxicity here single-handedly, when it never was yours to fix. It was your mother's to fix. And yes, the Page of Wands and the Judgment card is saying it's time to break free. You don't have to carry this anymore. And the Oracle cards we have, first we have Oneness is the Way. How can you show more compassion and acceptance toward those you don't understand? And turn your worry into wonder, surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? And the last Oracle card I'm going to read from the guidebook, it says, the how is in the now. What is your intuition trying to tell you? And this card reads, the number one question that keeps us in a holding pattern is how. How do I get where I want to be? How do I know what path to take? How will it unfold? We want to know how things will work out before we take the leap. We overthink and we worry about the unknown, which keeps us stuck. You've pulled this card because you've been stuck in the need to know trap, wanting to know how and when something will happen, which is obscuring the clarity you seek. The how is in the now, meaning each step you take will reveal more of the path to you. When you take a step forward, the universe can support you. The universe does not respond to questions, but rather to action. What guided action can you take right now? Instead of asking how, change your focus and ask, what can I do right now? And listen intently for the direction. You may get an inkling through an inner knowing, whether you refer to it as a gut reaction, instinct, foresight, or certain knowingness. Everyone has a gift of intuition. You are being called to pay close attention to the messages that you've been receiving and learn how to work with this inner awareness. You'll know when you've been guided because you'll feel the presence of love and comfort. You will know what path is best for you by the way it feels energetically. Does it feel expansive, light, and joyful? Trust that.